The very first step is to get clear on where you are going. What is the bigger vision that you are working towards? Because once you know where you are going, then you can start to prioritize the actions you need to take to get there. What moves you closer to one end goal might move you away from a completely different outcome. Welcome to Imperfect Action. I'm Steph Taylor. For years, I read all the books, downloaded all the freebies, and did all the courses. But it wasn't until I started taking imperfect action that my business had its first $1 million year. Imperfect action is about doing things before you're ready, prioritizing consistent action over perfect action, and moving forward, even when you're not sure you're doing it right. On this show, you can expect mindset advice, actionable marketing tips, and strategies to build a business that brings you more profit, more freedom, and even more joy. Are you on the list to get my daily Biz Boosters? Every day, I'll send you a bite-sized prompt designed to help you grow your business in a more intentional way. Sign up at stephtaylor.co/DBB or at the link in the show notes. Hey, welcome back to Imperfect Action. This is episode 699. Today, I'm sharing part 1 of 2 of the biggest things that are stopping you from building a profitable online business that also gives you the freedom you started your business for, and how to overcome each of these things. So twice a year, I send a survey out to my email list, and I always ask, what's standing between you and your goals right now in your business? And every single time, invariably, there are going to be so many of the same things that pop up. And it was no different with our most recent survey that we sent out in July. I noticed some really big common threads that kept coming up over and over again. So over this episode and the next episode, I'm sharing 10 of the most common ones that popped up, as well as some ways that you can start to overcome these so you can continue to grow your business. All right, let's get into this episode. Number 1, not knowing where to spend your time. So lack of clarity around what to do in your business, what to prioritize, where to focus your limited time for the most results. Pretty much everyone that I surveyed said, I don't have enough time to do all of the things. So either we all just don't have enough time, or we're trying to get way too much done, or we all really suck at time management. I'm not sure which one of those 3 it is, but the quickest way to waste your time is to aimlessly spend it on busy tasks that make you feel productive, but that don't really serve any purpose or don't move you any closer to your goals in your business. So the very first step is to get clear on where you are going. What is the bigger vision that you are working towards? Because once you know where you are going, then you can start to prioritize the actions you need to take to get there. What moves you closer to one end goal might move you away from a completely different outcome. For example, if you're trying to build a lifestyle business where you only work 20 hours a week, let's say, then you're going to be going down a completely different pathway to somebody who's trying to build an entire empire and who wants to work 40 plus hours a week. So you need to know what you are aiming towards before you can prioritize your time to get there. Now, I have a free workbook called Escape the Messy Middle, and one of the activities I take you through in that workbook is figuring out your vision and then turning that into action steps. You can grab that free workbook, send me a DM on Instagram. I'm there at stephtaylor.co. Send me the word EMM, just 3 letters, EMM, and I will send you the link to download that. Or you can go to stephtaylor.co/EMM and you'll find the link to download it over there as well. All right, number 2. No budget to hire anyone or outsource. Now, outsourcing or hiring is a really great way to buy back time and create more time to do the things that you want to do and the things that you are really good at in your business. And it doesn't have to be that the very first person you hire is full-time or part-time even. They can be on an hourly basis. And, you know, many virtual assistants, they actually allow you to hire them on that hourly basis, or you can buy a package of hours to use over a period of time. I know when you're early in your business, it's so tempting to do all of it yourself because you can, right? So why would you pay somebody else to do the things that you can do? And I get this because I did everything myself at the start. I did my website, I did my graphic design, I did all the tech setup, the customer support, all of the things. I did all of those things. But growing your business requires letting go of your need to do it all. Your time is so much better spent on the things that are within your zone of genius, not the lower value tasks that anybody else could do. Okay, number 3, the fear that you will create something, a course or a program or a membership, and nobody's going to buy it. This fear can feel very real, and you won't know whether it's actually real or not until you ask people to buy it. And it helps to remember that this fear is coming from a place of keeping you safe. It's not based in any actual reality. Your brain has no idea whether somebody is going to buy it or not. But the fear that you are feeling, that can convince you that they won't buy, because then if you're convinced, then you're not going to run the risk of trying and failing, so you're going to stay safe. Now, I also want to remind you that risk is a key part of entrepreneurship. Even if you don't identify as an entrepreneur, if you are creating anything new, you are an entrepreneur. And if there wasn't any risk, if success were 100% guaranteed all of the time, then everyone would do it and there would be no reward in it. Number 4, the fear that others will judge you. Now, before I started this podcast 5 years ago, I put it off for like 6 to 12 months. The one thing that stopped me from doing it was this worry of what will others think of me for doing this? And this was way before everyone and their dog had a podcast. Okay. So I thought that they would think I was weird for doing this podcasting thing. And eventually I realized that the impact I could make with this show was way more important than what a few people might think. So I did it. And guess what? Nobody said anything. They didn't say anything mean. And if they judged me for doing it, well, I didn't hear about it. And here we are 700 episodes later, right? Okay. Number 5, the struggle to convert leads into buyers. Now, I've noticed that so many business owners buy into this idea that if they can just get their business or their offers in front of the right people, then they will buy. And this just isn't the case. Marketing will get you the leads, but your sales process will be what converts them into buyers. Your sales process is that journey that you are taking someone on from when they become a lead through to when they buy from you. For example, live launching. That's one sales process. It's my favorite one, but it's not the only one. And it's highly likely that each of your offers will have its own sales process. You're not just going to have one sales process for your entire business. You might have a different one for each offer. Now, back in episode 675, I shared a couple of the mistakes you are making that is making it a lot harder for you to sell. If you want a direct link to listen to that episode, shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'm there at stephtaylor.co. Send me the number 675 and I will send you the link directly to listen to that episode. All right, there we have it. There's the first 5 things that are holding you back from building the profitable online business you are dreaming of. Number 1, not knowing where to spend your time. Number 2, no budget to hire anyone or outsource. Number 3, the fear that you will create something and nobody will buy it. Number 4, the fear that others will judge you. And number 5, the struggle to convert leads into buyers. If you are resonating with any of these, know that you are not alone, because this came through multiple times from multiple people in my survey that I sent out. I hope my little tips in this episode have been helpful. Make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss the next episode where I'll be looking at part 2, the next 5 things that came up in these surveys. And if you've learned anything from this show so far, please take 30 seconds to leave a quick rating and a review. It means a lot to me. I read every single one of them, and it just makes my day on a Tuesday when I get that email with my most recent reviews. Thank you so much for listening. Catch you next time.